if a candidate has a debilitating stroke or he's incapacitated in some way prior to the election, that means that the selection process of the candidate will have to be done in an irregular way, somehow, some way. Their headlining candidate is incapacitated, and why are we saying democracy is being subverted and so on? Why are we making that argument when the Democrats are in this jam? Well, the reason is this was not a surprise stroke or a surprise heart attack. They've been covering up Biden's condition for years. Maybe we should change the name to cornucopia of clownishness. We think I'm continually astonished at how many clowns they can fit in that little car, and they keep tumbling out. And this last few weeks has been sort of just amazing. So if we start from Biden's disastrous performance in the debate, and then the pressure on him to step down, and then the near assassination of Trump and his defiant fist in the air, and all the momentum shifting to the Republicans, and then this weird palace intrigue bustle Biden off to Delaware, and he disappears for a few days, and then he reappears, and what's going on? And then and in the middle of all this, he steps down from the race. Now, here's the problem for conservatives. Conservatives really are judicious people, and they believe in fair play. They believe in equal weights and measures. And it's easy to look at this from one angle and say, well, suppose in the Republican primary before the election in November, suppose Donald Trump had a heart attack or had a stroke, a debilitating stroke, and the convention is already passed, the votes are already cast. If a candidate has a debilitating stroke or he's incapacitated in some way prior to the election, that means that the selection process of the candidate will have to be done in an irregular way, somehow, some way. Now, if that would be the case on the Republican side, and everybody would grant that, yeah, they'd have to scramble, they'd have to do something off budget. It couldn't be the ordinary process. Since that would be indisputably the thing that we would be asking to do, a lot of conservatives say, well, shouldn't we let the Democrats do that on their side? Their headlining candidate is incapacitated, and why are we saying democracy is being subverted and so on? Why are we making that argument when the Democrats are in this jam? Well, the reason is this was not a surprise stroke or a surprise heart attack. They've been covering up Biden's condition for years. His condition was obvious to outside observers before the last election, before the 2020 election, and the insiders had to know. The insiders had to know about this, and they lied, and they lied, and they lied, and they lied about it up to just a few weeks ago. So it was not a healthy, sharp as attack candidate really going, and then finally his alpha maleness overcame him and he had a heart attack. That's not what happened at all. Joe Biden has not been governing. He's not been fit to govern for a long time, and it finally, the whole thing unraveled with millions of people watching in the debate. What happened there was not him having a stroke in the debate. What happened was the lie was being exposed in the middle of the debate. So consequently, it is not a violation of equal weights and measures to insist that the Democrats follow the rule book. Nope. You've got to follow the rules. You cooked this goulash. You have to eat it. You made this bed, you have to lie in it. You painted yourself into this corner, and we're going to make you stay in this corner. That's not a violation of the principle of fair play at all. It is the principle of fair play. In other words, what if they try to do a turnabout thing? Well, what would you guys do if Donald Trump were incapacitated before the election? Well, that's not the question. What would we do if he was incapacitated for years and we lied about it for years? And then it was exposed. That's a different question.